Welcome back my YouTube channel Old COIN ZE Collection. Today, we take a closer look at one of South Africa's most fascinating coins, this coin 5-cent piece. While it may seem like just another coin in your pocket, the 5-cent coin carries a rich history and, in some rare cases, incredible value. Let's dive into the story behind this small but powerful piece of currency. The 5-cent coin in South Africa has gone through multiple design changes since its inception. Originally introduced during the era of the Union of South Africa in the 2000s, it became part of the new decimal system in 1961 when the country transitioned from pounds, shillings, and pence to the rand system. Each new version brought with it unique symbols and historical significance tied to the nation's identity point. One of the most iconic features of the earlier 5-cent coins is the image of the blue crane bird, which was introduced in 1965. The blue crane is South Africa's national bird and symbolizes grace and beauty. The design was chosen not just for aesthetic reasons, but also to represent the unique wildlife of the country. Its appearance on such a commonly used coin helped to build national pride. Over time, the metal content of the 5-cent coin also changed. Older coins were made from bronze and copper, while newer issues moved to nickel-plated steel. These changes were primarily due to cost-saving measures, but they also had an impact on how collectors value different versions. Some of the older coins have become highly desirable due to their composition and limited minting. Among these, there is one particular version of the 5-cent coin that stands out above all the rest, the 2000 Mandela 5-cent coin. This coin was part of a limited run and is considered a rare minting error by collectors. What makes it truly special is that it contains subtle differences in die strike and edge detail that weren't intended for general circulation. Very few of these coins exist, which adds to their mystique. When these rare coins appear in the collector's market, they can reach astonishing prices. In fact, one of the most talked about examples of the rare 2000 5-cent coin was valued at a staggering $0.5 million. That's right. A coin that originally held the value of just a few cents could now buy a luxury home or even a high-end sports car. Its value lies in scarcity, condition, and historical context. To reach such high figures, the coin must be in exceptional condition, ideally uncirculated or mint state. Collectors look for sharp detail, minimal wear, and clear minting features. Coin grading organizations play a big role in authenticating and certifying such coins, which is critical when it comes to commanding such high prices at auction or private sale, beyond its monetary value. The 5-cent coin also reflects South Africa's socio-political evolution. From colonial designs to symbols of wildlife and national heritage, each version tells part of the country's story. It's more than just a piece of metal, it's a snapshot of history, pressed into a circular form and passed through generations. For anyone interested in coin collecting or numismatics, the South African 5-cent coin history is this coin 1988 South African 2-cent coin. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this little coin might just be sitting on a fortune. Let's take a close look at this 1988 2-cent coin. This was part of the final series of South African coins minted before the country underwent significant political and social changes. But what makes this coin so special, and why could it potentially be worth a jaw-dropping $2 million? Well, let's take a journey through its history, its rarity, and its potential value. Before we dive into the specifics of the coin itself, let's first set the stage. The 1988 2-cent coin was minted during a very interesting time in South Africa's history. The country was still under apartheid rule, and this period would end just a few years later in 1994 with Nelson Mandela's release. The coin was issued by the South African Reserve Bank and features a design that reflects the flora of the region. On the obverse side, we see the iconic springbok, antelope, which has been a symbol of South Africa for decades. The reverse features the denomination, 2C, and an intricate design of a protea, a national flower of South Africa. So, what's the deal with the 1988 2-cent coin? What makes it worth so much? Well, it all comes down to rarity and condition. This coin was minted in much smaller numbers than you might expect, and today, finding one in mint or uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Coin collectors often look for specific traits that can drive up the value of a coin, such as its rarity, demand, and condition. A coin that is well preserved, with no signs of wear, scratches, or damage, is typically worth far more than one in poor condition. Now, how rare is this coin really? Well, there were only about 2.5 million of these coins minted in 1988. But what makes this even more interesting is that a lot of these coins were actually removed from circulation over time. Many of them were damaged or lost, and as a result, very few are still in good condition today. Coins in pristine or near-mint condition, especially those that are uncirculated or graded as MS-65 or higher, can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. In fact, a few rare specimens of the 1988 2-cent coin have been known to reach values close to $2 million. Now, let's talk about how you can identify whether your 1988 2-cent coin is valuable. Coin grading is the process of evaluating a coin's condition based on its appearance. There are different systems for grading, but one of the most popular is the Sheldon scale, which rates coins from 1 to 70. To give you an idea, a coin graded MS-65 means it's in near-perfect condition basically. A coin that's been preserved so well, it might as well have just been minted yesterday. Coins like that can be worth exponentially more than those with scratches, discoloration, or other imperfections. But here's something really important to know. With the potential for such high value, counterfeit versions of the 1988 2-cent coin have made their way into the market. So, how can you tell the difference between a genuine coin and a fake? One way to tell is by using a magnet. Real South African 2-cent coins are made from a copper-plated steel, which is magnetic. Fakes, however, might be made of other metals that don't have the same magnetic properties. Another important method is using a magnifying glass to inspect the fine details of the coin, looking for signs of wear or differences in the strike. Whether you have a single 1988 2-cent coin or an entire collection, there's a huge potential for valuable finds in your stash. A little research, combined with careful inspection and coin grading, can help you determine whether your coins are just regular change or potentially priceless treasures. So, if you have a 1988 South Africa 2-cent coin, or if you're thinking about starting a collection, remember that it's not just about the coins you have in hand. It's also about knowing the history, rarity, and condition that can influence their value. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a quick tip. Always store your rare coins in protective cases, and if you suspect you've got something valuable, don't hesitate to take it to a professional for grading or appraisal. Who knows? That 1988 South African 2-cent coin history __ might just turn out to be your golden ticket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting coin content. And don't forget to comment below if you've got any rare coins you've discovered or want to learn more about. Until next time, happy collecting.